if you think paying your collection is going to improve your credit score, you're wrong. But here's what you need to do instead so you can increase your credit score an extra 50, 100, or 200 points, all depending on what you got going on with your credit report. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink. We're going to get straight into it. Now, let's have a conversation because everybody's situation is different. So, for instance, let's just say you're in the process of buying a house. If you're in the process of buying a house and you have a collection and that collection is stopping you from buying a house, I would tell you to actually pay that collection. And what you want to do, of course, is negotiate to get the collection removed if you pay it, right? But if they don't want to, remove it off your credit report, pay it because you don't want that collection stopping you from buying a house. Now, that's just for that specific situation. Now, for another situation, let's just say you're not trying to buy a house, but you have collections. Life happened, whatever the case may be, trying to get back on your feet, and you have things that's holding your credit score back. You want to get in a better situation. You want to get a house later on. You want to get certain things. If you have collections on your credit report, the first thing you want to do is we're going to talk about what you should do first before you pay, right? So try to get it removed off your credit report first, right? So you want to get access to your secret credit report. What is your secret credit report? The link is in the description for your secret credit report, but it's with Smart Credit because what you're going to see is your credit report and it's going to display the inaccuracies of the collection and of other negative accounts on your credit score and the positive accounts too. But we're talking about the negative accounts. So the negative accounts is going to have inaccuracies, or all your accounts is going to have inaccuracies. But the ones we want to dispute are the ones that are negative, right? So let's just say, for an example, this collection is inaccurate. What you want to do, according to, this is not my law, I didn't make this up. If you go to the Fair Credit Reporting Act and you Google 15 USC 1681, and then you go to the specific chapter, which is E, and you go down to letter B, what you're going to see is, according to that specific law and other multiple laws, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and they don't say that specifically, but it says consumer report agencies, and Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax is one. They have to assure maximum possible accuracy, right? Since they have to do that, that means if you look at your report and you see that, hey, the open date last active, date last payment, the account status, the payment history, the balance, all that stuff is inaccurate. Now you can leverage that in your favor to increase your chances of getting that collection removed from your credit report, right? Now, once you dispute it, and how you dispute it is getting access to your secret credit report and then getting access to my secret letter. So go to freesecretletter.com, right? And what you're going to do is put that account name, put that account number, check the inaccuracies, put that on the letter, right? Add 2 to 3 forms of identification, send that certified, and just wait 30 to 35 days, right? Now, once you get it off of your report, now it doesn't happen automatically. It's not going to come off. It might come off Experian, but it might still be reported on the other two, right? He's going to continue disputing. But once you get it off your report, all right? Once you get it off your report, I would tell you to pay the collection, but you want to negotiate a payment, some type of payment that's cheaper than the actual was being reported, right? Because what's going to happen is once you get it off your report, they're going to sell it to somebody else, right? If you don't pay it. So it's off your report, whatever the case may be, they're then going to sell the debt and it's going to be right back on your report. You're going to do the same exact thing. So instead of going through all of that, you owe it, life happened, you just, whatever the case may be, now you have the money, pay something so it can go away. Because at the end of the day, if you don't pay something, they're just going to sell it to somebody else and you're going to go through the same exact process over and over and over again, all right? That's what you're going to have to deal with. Now, if you have money and you don't want to dispute, you don't got time to dispute, yes, you can pay a service, credit repair company to get it removed for you so you don't have to deal with that, right? But if you don't want to, you can negotiate to get it removed. It's one of the ways to get it removed without going through the disputing process of back and forth with the credit bureaus. Or you can sue the credit bureau. You can sue the credit bureaus, but I'm not a lawyer. And you can also sue the debt collectors, and I'm not a lawyer, right? Their process you got to go through and read the FDCPA. You can read the communications law, FDCPA, right? 15 USC 1692, and you go to specifically see and you read that, you can leverage those specific laws to help you sue the collection agency. But if you don't got time to go through that, if you don't want to go through none of that, you can just pay to get it removed off your report, right? So you got to negotiate to pay to get it removed. And